It's week 4 of the 2024 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and the Ravens on Sunday night.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, here's Jackson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Throw across his body is complete. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Aguilar goes off in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Aguilar goes off in motion. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a 1st down at the 44-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. In the pistol, Jackson ready. To the tight end, Likely.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman.
I think it's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. This brought him out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be caught by the running back Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. He's got his tight end Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from the April draft, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through, shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Slot man in motion left. Here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Allen. Now screen going to be set up for Davis. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, it's Allen. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. They'll motion over Flowers. From the gun, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Allen going to give this to Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to Kincaid once again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
At the Ravens' 26-yard line.
He'll go again with Davis. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Buffalo.
And the Bills' first down.
On the ground, this is Davis. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackled by Trenton Simpson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Allen. He'll get this out to his running back. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. They motion the slot man left. On third down, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Number 17, Josh Allen.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On first and 10, Jackson. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
at the 32-yard line.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Second down. Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jackson fighting for the marker. He loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing again, it's Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch taken here, and it could come right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 3rd and long. Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Here comes a return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Ravens 14, Bills 3.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Dak Prescott, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Caleb Williams, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a second straight doubleheader. Titans-Dolphins at 7:30, followed by the Seahawks and Lions at 8:15. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Aguilar goes off in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the 3rd quarter. And if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Third and short, Jackson. Open man, right side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10.
They'll motion over Flowers. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A design run here with Jackson. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
On the move past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
This is Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
21, Bills 10.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion comes Andrews. Now it's Jackson. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back, Ray Davis, getting ready to roll. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 49-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. They send him right out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Slot man in motion left. One more time going up top with Allen. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
In motion, Shakir. Again, it's Allen to the air. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They motion the slot man left. To throw again, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Allen going to throw again. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Illegal blocking the back, offense.
A run with Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he gets this up close to the 1st down, mark him at the 32. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Bateman is the motion man. Second down, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 38.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. He's got it at the 7. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. They're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Now Jackson, this a designed run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson gonna keep this one himself. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Valdez-Scantling on the move. On first down, it's Davis. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Buffalo.
Now Allen. That'll be caught by the running back Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
To throw is Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. Slot receiver headed right. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the zone read, it's a give to Davis. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work, and it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're going to go right back to Henry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll go again here with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
This is Henry. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
14-yard line.
We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Now it is 1st and goal. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Pistol give to Henry. And that won't help a great deal. Just a short gain there. It's 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.